365 Radio.
The Sikkim 365 Radio app is sponsored by Alan Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Waco. Your friend in the car business at Loop 340 and east of 84. Come by. Let's be friends.
All right, here we go, this 4 o'clock hour. And, man, I tell you what a day it's been. Nikki Cowan introduced as Baylor's new women's basketball coach. Our conversation with her, the press conference right before that. Melvin Hunt coming up, Atlanta Hawks assistant coach at 5:20. John Machota wraps up with the Cowboys in the draft. But right now, joined by Dale Bonner from Fairmont State to now Baylor, the defending national champions. Dale made the decision to be a transfer to Baylor for Scott Drew and company, and Dale joins us on Sikkim 365 Radio. Dale, thanks for your time. When did Baylor get on your radar? And thanks for your time, and congratulations on your decision. When did Baylor kind of become on your radar?
Thank you. And, 2-3 weeks ago, they became on my radar.
So, well, obviously 3 weeks ago or a month ago, they won the national championship. What was it like getting the opportunity to transfer into the national champions? I mean, people go in the transfer portal and they may not get that shot. How did Coach Drew and his staff come about contacting you and bringing you aboard?
Well, Coach John hit me up and he just took it from there. I actually got to get on the Zoom with all of them and just build a relationship with them, and it just went from there.
Dale, what's it like being in the transfer portal?
It's a little hectic, but it worked out for me, and I'm happy with the decision that I made.
Dale, I got to tell you, I watched video, and I'm by no means someone that's an analyst when it comes to X's and O's. I thought some guys were like can't miss, and they did, and I've seen guys that I didn't think would make it, and they did. So that's not what I do, but I saw your video, and I know it's a highlight tape, but my goodness, you're explosive. You shoot it well. You come off picks. You look so talented. How did you fly under the radar coming out of high school, or did you just feel like Fairmont State was the right fit?
I appreciate that, and I just felt like Fairmont was the best decision for me to make. That was actually the only offer I had, and I just took it and ran with it, and it ended up working out for me.
It was the only offer out of high school?
Yeah, that was the only offer that I had.
How many people contacted you? You don't have to give us the names, but how many schools contacted you once you went in the transfer portal? 20
plus schools contacted me.
Man, so if we're looking at the transfer portal, a lot of it's negative, but he's a prime example of where it's a positive, because clearly he was under the radar way too much, and then all of a sudden here are all these schools. That's pretty awesome. So there's a definite transfer portal success story.
So Dale, what was different about nobody calling you before and then everybody calling you this time?
At first, it was overwhelming. I didn't really expect that many people to call me, but it was just all about hearing what the coaches had to say and just going from there and just making sure I made the best decision that was best for me.
So you have seen what Baylor has done, won the national title, and you know as well as anybody, Dale, that they have done an incredible job of mixing camaraderie, chemistry, all of what they do, talent, the fits, the pieces with transfers. From Adam Flagler to Davion Mitchell to Jared Butler, and I could go on and on and on. There's others as well. Maceo Teague, how much of an influence did that have on you and what you saw them do?
I think it had an impact, but it was more of just building a relationship with the coaching staff, and actually hearing how they could help me develop my game even more.
What is your you're going to be here in the summer? You enroll this summer?
Yes, I will be. Yep.
Okay. And now,
have you ever been to Baylor's campus, Dale?
No, I haven't. No.
Have you seen a picture of the campus?
Yeah, I've seen it online. They showed it to me on Zoom.
Yeah, you're going to love it. And we have had this story now for weeks, but again today, Athletic Director Mack Rhodes, he said this to us weeks ago, but also mentioned it again. They're about to, in about a year, start churning dirt for a brand new arena. How much did that come into play, or did the coaching staff talk with you about that, and what did they say if they did?
Yeah, they told me about the new arena that they probably are gonna build, and I mean it didn't really have any effect on me at all. Actually, It was just more, like I said, it was just more so just making sure it was the best fit, and of course they could help me become a better basketball player, but just becoming a better young man.
Dale, how much did? Focus. Oh, I'm sorry to cut you off there, Dale. How much?
Oh no, you're good.
Thank you. How much did they bring up Freddie Gillespie and his journey? Because I know in the press release announcing your signing, they talked about Freddie's journey from D2 to now he's with the Toronto Raptors. Was that discussed at all?
Oh yeah, it was. They brought it up, and they just said if he can do it, you could do it as well as being able to play at Baylor, and they just wanted to make sure I was fully comfortable coming and all that stuff. So I think that was another reason why I felt comfortable that they could help me get prepared to play at that level.
All right, I want you to describe, and I mentioned the highlights, but I want you to describe, if you're someone watching Dale Bonner play, give me a description of what you think they see.
I think they see a person that plays on both sides of the ball and just gets after it and does whatever his team needs him to do.
And you're joining a program that just won the national title, and I love the fact you're coming in and you say, hey, I want to be a part of this, knowing that they have a bunch of talent. What part of that? What part of that it comes into play about you wanting to be a part of this team, knowing the competition is going to be amazing?
Just like you said, just won the national championship, winning culture. Just guys who want to just get after it each and every day, and I'm just willing to do whatever I need to do for the team.
So I like to ask this question a lot of people, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. Who put the basketball in your hands first? Where did your love for the game of basketball stem from?
My dad actually put the ball in my hand, and I think I was in kindergarten, and ever since I never put the ball down. Just kept working, and,
What's the lineage?
Still writing my own story.
Yeah, well, you are, and we appreciate your time and appreciate you being a part of the show. What's the lineage, athletic lineage in your family as far as those around you, those you grew up with and you're part of your family?
Well, I think it's all over the place. I've had cousins that play football, track, gymnastics, just a little bit of everything. I think I'm really the only one that, kept playing basketball, I shall say.
Well, you play it really well. You play it incredibly well.
Yeah.
And I mean that.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, and I'm not just saying that because you're on the show. We would have said that. I watched the video. I'm thinking, okay, I got to be able to talk to you and get some information from you. And I was like, my gosh, you explode off the screen as well. Now, what if someone said, yeah, but it's Fairmont State? What do you say to them?
I really don't, get into all that or whatever university I started as. It's where you finish, and I'm just willing to work and do whatever I have to do to, whatever my team needs me to do now that I'm a part of Baylor basketball, just whatever I need to do.
Dale, did you have much experience or any previous relationships with current team mate, or to your future teammates? Did you know any of these guys, or is this going to be kind of brand new, getting to know pretty much the whole team?
It'll just be brand new for me.
Okay.
I don't know anybody specifically, no.
Okay, and man, I'm telling you right now, to get a call from them, the interest for them.
Yeah, I mean, to get a call from Baylor's a pretty big deal. But there's a handful of guys that'll be going through the same thing with Kinjo and also Langston Love and Kendall Brown, Jeremy Sohan. So it'll be a good new group coming in.
Yeah, Dale, the group you're joining they were a top 5 high school recruiting class, and then James Akinjo coming in from Arizona. We had him on last week, and then you as well. Man, this was already a highly ranked class. How much fun are you having right now knowing you're about to get to Baylor and be a part of helping defend the national title?
I'm excited. I'm eager to get to learn my new teammates and all that good stuff and build a relationship with them and the coaching staff. So, I'm excited and I'm ready to work.
We have a picture of you up on the screen. Put that up again if you don't mind, guys. Are those pork chops on the side, your side?
Mutton chops.
Mutton chops, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they are. My dad fools around with me with that too. It's just in West Virginia. I didn't really trust anybody cutting my hair out there, so I wouldn't get a haircut or anything. So I usually don't keep them.
No, don't. I like them. I'm giving you permission.
Well,
Dale. Not that you care, but I'm giving you permission.
I'll tell you this, Dale. There's plenty of barbershops around here that'll hook you up. So we won't have that worry around here.
Yeah. The other thing is,
that's good to know. That's good to know.
You're about to get on a team with Matthew Meyer and Jackson Moffitt, who both have mullets, so they can't judge us.
Don't ask them for hair advice, but anybody else would be good.
Yeah.
Man, you sound like such a happy young man and individual. It's a great thing to have you on the show. We appreciate you. I know Baylor's thrilled. It's official. Thanks for being a part of the show. What time do you get here, the first week in June, or is that when you expect to be in Waco?
Yes, I'll be there June 1st. So.
Okay. All right. Can't wait to meet you, Dale. Thanks for your time. Good luck, and thanks for being a part of the show.
Thank you for bringing me on. Nice to meet you guys.
Man, I like him. I mean, I like, it's hard not to like a lot of them. Doesn't that seem like he fits who we know?
It's a Scott Drew guy.
Yeah.
He's a Scott can tell. You can always tell they're Scott Drew guys.
He said Coach John is John Jacobs. Yeah.
I'll tell you though, going back to that transfer portal thing, you do see the benefits of it. There's two sides of the coin. There's Eliasa Anderson and a couple of other former Baylor players that go down a level to Sam Houston State, and that's always been the case. Like, we've always seen that side of it, but we really haven't seen the other side of it. And I'm not for guys from like Ohio State transferring to Alabama. Like, that's where I really have an issue with it, because then it's very clear, blatant cheating and recruiting that's going on. But a guy from Fairmont State playing really well and well enough to go to a Big 12 school, I think that's right. I think that's a good thing. And it sucks, for Fairmont State, but it's also just the reality of, the magnitude of the programs, So if you got a shot to go play for the defending national champions, the champion of champions at the highest level, he should have that opportunity. So I think that's one of those good transfer portal stories, and we don't get a lot of those. And it's kind of nice to hear how well that worked out for him. And, he sounds like a Scott Drew and staff type of guy. So just, I guess, enjoy this last month, because then it's all work after that.
Went to Shaker Heights in Ohio, and he can put it up. And if you haven't seen and I know highlight tapes, when somebody is being recruited, a lot of times parents or others want to send out highlight tapes. Coaches want to see what you're doing when you're down 20 or up 20, or you're having a bad night, or things aren't going well, what you're like, how's your demeanor. But his highlight tape is spectacular.
It's like watching a wide receiver, and the entire highlight tape is deep balls, but you don't ever see like crossing routes or a guy take a short catch and turn it into a long gain, or the blocking aspect of it as well. So you got to dig deeper than just highlight tapes. But his seems to be pretty thorough. His is not one of those that's kind of trying to fool you by just showing the one or two good things that the one or two things that he's good at doing. He's pretty well rounded. And look, they wouldn't bring in anybody if they weren't a really good basketball player. I saw somebody on the board comment last night, and I will say, looking at the thread on the Sikkim 365 premium page, which is blowing up lately, definitely come join the community over there. I mean, a lot of women's basketball talk. That thread's going crazy over Nikki Collin, and a lot of people seem to have kind of 180 maybe from where they were a couple of days ago. But, just going back to Bonner, I think he'll be a great cultural fit, and excited to see what he does, because if he's anything like the Adam Flaglers or the Freddie Gillespie's or, the examples that they brought in from the lower level, he will be a really good player when all is said and done.
Well, so Baylor's women's basketball coach was introduced today, and Nikki Collin. Obviously, the news came down late Sunday. She was introduced as well on